Just in time for back to school, this conversation continues. Just weeks after approving a controversial change to its student dress code, the Hillsborough County School Board taking yet another look tonight.
Yeah, parents really sounded the alarm on this one. The debate centers on new restrictions on leggings and spandex. Some parents say that this policy unfairly targets girls. The board is meeting right now in downtown Tampa.
And that is where 10 Tampa Bay News reporter Eric Glasser is with the latest on this decision. Plenty of input from parents, as Courtney mentioned as well.
Yeah, Frank, no shortage of it. I can tell you right now, school board members are talking about this issue as we speak, and it sounds like they're leaning toward going ahead and just rescinding this at this point. They got so much feedback from, as you said, parents who really, this touched a nerve with them, especially just days before the kids were ready to head back to class. So let me review for you a little bit about what it was that led us to where we are today. A few weeks ago is when this all started, with board members making headlines approving a controversial rule that would require students who are wearing leggings or spandex to also wear a shirt that extended to at least mid-thigh. Well, critics quickly pushed back, arguing that the policy unfairly singled out girls and could force families to have to buy a whole new wardrobe before school starts. A petition calling for the rule to be changed gathered roughly 3,000 signatures, and tonight some of those critics were letting school board members know how they felt about it before they decide whether to remove that language from the dress code.
As a student athlete who has practiced before school begins, I have found that leggings are a practical item to wear. However, with the new rule stating that girls can only wear leggings if we have a top that goes to our mid-thigh, this is dangerous to student health, as the extreme temperatures in Florida, it can cause issues with exhaustion all the way to heat stroke.
The heirs will highlight this item.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
The board seems to be leaning toward rescinding the controversial legging restriction from the district student dress code. Other changes that they did not necessarily speak about or address would include pajamas, flannel bottoms. Those would have no longer been allowed. Dresses, skirt hemlines that would have to reach mid-thigh. Also, face and head coverings not permitted unless medically or religious reasons could be cited. And jewelry and belts with wallet chains, if they had spikes on them, those also would not have been allowed. But this action would actually just rescind the entire changes to the policy. It was explained to board members by the attorney for the school board that in this vote they would simply go back to last year's rules. That way there wouldn't be any confusion, and then at future board meetings and workshops they would be able to come up with something that they didn't feel was quite so controversial or put them in the headlines and move towards something that would be more constructive. Reporting live in Tampa, Eric Glasser, 10 Tampa Bay News.